quick download. Today is March 6th. It's damn near a new moon. It's about a quarter moon. It's almost about here. I don't be like checking the internet for that kind of stuff. I just look up into the sky. I brought up the moon to say my emotions are everywhere. I'm not putting them on anybody, but I can feel it intensely about everything. And with that comes a plethora of a cascade of feelings. So one of those that I picked out just now was origin. How I feel about being black. Why do we use the term aboriginal more? Human, African American, Palladian. You know, I'm from the dog star. I'm from here. I'm from this constellation. And that's dope if nobody can tell you different. I think that's the best feeling. There's this, I wouldn't call him a lecturer or a metaphysician, but I believe in the early 1900s they called him anthropologist. And it was basically the study of the spiritual life and how it affects the physical. Because the church had a lot of control of the state, and it was damn near illegal to say that people had a soul. So they had whole secret societies and, you know, door-front societies about occult knowledge. This was hidden. So was this gentleman by the name of Rudolf Steiner. He was under Madame Blavatsky. And I'm thinking not like his early life, but like towards the end of his life, when he was dealing with like Germany and shit in the early 1900s. Like I'm thinking like 1911. Not even. So this is before the war, the first war. And Rudolf Steiner is just a brilliant man. Like. I had to work backwards a lot with the metaphysics because I'm naturally a scientist. So I get into etymology, all of that stuff, you know, study of words. I'm a musician, so I'm always studying words, syntax. But just why do we call ourselves certain things and how it affects our reality. And Rudolf Steiner talks about these etheric beings that attach themselves to our spirit. And because our soul doesn't fill up all the space in our body, even though this is a personification of our soul, there's levels to this, you know, as above, so below, as within, so without. And then that's just the law of correspondence, but there's levels to that. So microcosms, macrocosms. But Rudolf Steiner would say that as we incarnate back on Earth, these beings that cannot have their own bodies attached to the empty spaces, and they have to detach before we die, or they'll die with us. So they would be considered immortal, but they can't die with the body. But where I'm getting at is why we feel like, and it's just a download, literally just hit me. I just wanted to put my thoughts down. This is a lot longer than I wanted to be, but I wanted to give a slight context. I'm listening to the ocean. I'll show you my office. Got ocean burning. But these beings will attach to you, and then not to mention the ones that attach to you throughout life when you get holes in your aura. I'm speaking about this because I'm going on, today's day 4 of no drinking, and I've been drinking since I was about 2008, so since I was 20, and like drinking every day though, so I've been an athlete my whole life, great diet, high metabolism, but so you get more context. This is a pure download. I've been drinking nothing but Fiji, right? So, and I try to take the small victories in everything. So I'm urinating. I'm like, why don't I take this as a win? I got clear piss. 33 years old with clear piss. Be happy about the small stuff. The diet is right. And I'm thinking to myself, as I wash my hands, come back to my office, whatever entity that has been attached to me for the last 13 years has literally been living their best life. I let them do whatever they wanted with my body. No regrets. I've done everything. I've been blessed to the highest, and I've been at the lowest. But it's the first time I said but this whole talk. But there's also another entity that's been in me before him, the one that needed to express himself after Kiana died, and I felt as though I was robbed of time with my favorite cousin, and I felt like I should have been there, and I let her down and the family down, and I just kept finding more and more reasons to let this entity live in my body and just drink heavy every day. Oh, you've been good your whole life. You was valedictorian. You take care of your family. You're a good guy. You can have a drink every day. You can have more drinks every day. Back to the story. Stay with me. There's another entity that's always been in me. And here comes the download. Look, there's another entity, the scientist that I came down here with. So let me get back to alright, so we have the demon energy that wants to drink every day, the drunken god, right? Then we have the child that knows his potential, that knows that he was sent down here, that created his body, and Adonis, but I was damn near, I wake up with a 6-pack, ain't lifted no lift, ain't lifted nothing, ain't touched a weight. Cut, ain't touched a weight. Blessed. So I know not if, but when, and I should have, this is always, I knew in the back of my head, if you were just getting in shape, you would be living your true best life. Just get in shape. Just find the discipline to really, if it's the weight thing, figure that out. Maybe that's a past trauma you need to figure out. Why you can't gain weight and you're constantly adding ailments and obstacles so that you'll never have an appetite. I hit the blunt on that one. But that's an entity. He always wanted to be the best version of himself. Not the drunk, but the version of me that knew that he should have left the weight room early just because he can shoot, or he's tall, or he can dribble. It's like the beautiful kind of chubby girl that just knows if she just puts in a little work, lose 20 pounds, she'll be the baddest in her city. But she won't do it because she's still pulling niggas now. Then, come on, download. The first entity that I can remember attached to me is the Star Child, the Indigo, September 4th, 1988. A god was born. I haven't done the numerology because I feel like it's too deep. Not the work, but what I'm gonna find out. So the first entity that I remember attached to me, I'm that same person. My first question I ever remember is, why can plants process sunlight when I know, and get their food from sunlight, but we can't, when I know I feel good in the sun? I learned about photosynthesis about second grade, first grade, basic biology, environmental shit. Always been a nature boy, always catching bugs, all of that stuff. So that was the first entity attached to me. Why can't us as humans eat the sunlight? This is my first thought I remember on this planet. So I'm remembering him, and that hunger is coming back. Like that's metaphysics to me. Like, I want my second question: where are we in between life and death? What 4 or 5 year old is asking these questions? And I'm really just sitting outside asking the son. Mom in her own world, dad is God knows where. I'm the oldest. What, I'm gonna talk to my little brothers? Man, the download, to reiterate what I was saying, is who are you letting drive the car, man? Which entity is driving today? Because I think I want to let Fiji drive from now on. You did. Can you dig it? I hope y'all understood what I was talking about. If not, oh well.